Tag that one and pop the map up. Any plans to revisit Anvil Sack? I have no plans to play standard Magic unless someone pays me money to. It doesn't seem particularly fun or interesting as far as formats go. And it's not super popular.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liuli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Oh, this is one of the characters they just released, right?
Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends.
Oh, he was a rerun. Okay.
Walk in the shadows?
He was one of the characters just on a banner, more specifically.
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed.
Paimon doesn't seem very happy, Chip.
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
We organize funerals.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning.
Humans always
In
think
years
they're the next
past,
big best
Leo's
thing, Chip.
tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
The guy who runs the funeral shop is upset that they're not throwing a big funeral. Capitalism is alive and well here.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Oh? In our line of work, this means that you want to silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword, we shall... Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we? The Qianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Alright, let's go poke at the corpse of our god, Chia.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks, and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Or...
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Well, he's dead now.
I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity.
A lot of divinity.
Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure.
There's a question who cuts the checks,
These are
Chia.
the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucus jade worthy of a deity.
Is it time to fetch? 1 bag of Mora. I don't even have to go fight for it. We just get to go to the market.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucus jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
You pick when you can just buy it out.
Wait, boss! Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
Rich kids.
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
That is how capitalism works, bud.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What?
Sounds like he's loaded.
So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not.
Well, that's not
If you
great.
return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheap.
Seems like a good racket to be
But
in.
there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
He's got a lot of sayings,
If you
Chef.
point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
Rosaria is my favorite DPS character. I like the way she jumps around inside of combat, Logan.
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry, I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in
His
stomach.
anecdotes.
Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh, oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a a place to try this out. You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control. We cannot take such a risk.
Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Look for the cooking pot. That is quite the trip for a cooking pot, Chip. God bless fast travel, I suppose. Oh, I have Benny in my party at the moment. Swap that. I use Benny for some of the ice bosses, but I prefer Barb when we're out adventuring. Gotta have our healer.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of Pastoros is far better than Sumeru's frigid smoke wine.
Lights out.
Probably don't need to kill all these people. Want Zhongli to tell me bedtime stories. We'll need to clear these out, though.
Trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
You can't run.
Barb's also great with our Rosalia here. Ice the people up.
Judgment. Shiver.
Is there more in the back here? Looks like it.
There's still soup in here. These hilly churls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment.
Rip.
We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Retribution!
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after. Let the show begin.
Judgment.
Hey, at least it kept the heat.
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hilly churls. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
You can't run. Judgment.
Oh, retribution in the afternoons. Listen, chat, their pot was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, okay?
You can't run.
Alright, let's finish eating this up.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
We traveled across 2 continents to get to that pot. That's true. Oh, I accidentally took the quest marker off the map.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
And Chastity, thank you for the 16 months. I really appreciate the prime. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Happy Friday.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous Jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his
Oh, that means he's
protection.
going to be out of a job,
It
right?
is said
Because
that
Rex
when our
makes the
Lord lost
jade.
his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
All right.
Look at the
Thank you,
optimism.
my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous Jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any. More. My apologies.
Rich
Another
kid left his
oversight
credit
on
card in
my
his other
part.
pants, chat.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait! Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier? That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks, both of you.
Put the Noctis Jade in place. Alright.
Let the show begin.
Let Rosaria heal up while we walk around. Going straight ahead. Straight up that way, I guess. Is there a teleport up there? Oh, wrong button. Smart. We climbed up and over last time, right? This looks right. Well, not right, but it looks like the way we got up last time. Nailed it. Yeah, Zong's the best shielding unit in the game, right? Hey, Luan, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate you dropping the prime off again. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Thanks everybody chilling for Genshin, by the way. A little bit more relaxed vibes in the afternoons, variety stuff.
I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite.
All the characters featured in the story are collectible. Yeah, that's smart.
The Liu Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable.
Ain't that the motto of capitalism right there, chat? A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. Sure thing, bud.
In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit.
Color outside the lines
We
sometimes.
should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
I feel like he's having us follow him around just because he doesn't want to buy things for himself.
And fortune finder.
Yeah. Listen, chat, rich people don't stay rich by paying for things, okay? Down underneath? There are.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again.
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
They nerfed Rosari at one point? I don't know. I've only been playing for like a couple of weeks, who knocks? Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the Adepti.
This guy's probably right at dinner parties, chat. He's like an encyclopedia before the internet existed.
Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow! A A true connoisseur.
This dude
Most
wants to
of
marry
that
Zong
was
now.
news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are...
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
Everyone wants to marry Zong.
I'll
He's well
take
put
them
together.
all, boss.
Come on, Zong, we've been through this.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor
Well, it's been a while
tradition down
since
to
an
the last
Adepti
detail in this case.
died.
Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
They are, bud.
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true.
True as your
Since
mustache,
these flowers
bud.
will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
What are the odds that's a racket? It's been the cheese sing the entire time, Chad. Is that where the story's going?
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
We're assuming people that have used perfume are good at making it.
I will wait for you near
Seems
the
like a
statue
loose
of the
assumption.
sun. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right? Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is
I
a
always
pointless
tell the
conversation.
cops shit.
If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi-Ming.
Medicinal use
Fortune
only.
teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lon. See you around.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself.
I love how you could just walk up to all these people and just lead on "you smell great."
That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Ying-er? Oh, as in scent of spring, Ying-er?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
I feel like Paimon's just like always excited about every little thing we do, whether it's food or finding people. How far away is this? Not far at all.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
A bespoke triple silk flower.
3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
Is that a euphemism, chap?
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
The characters in this game are very thirsty, yes.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume?
Like everything she says is a euphemism. It's not particularly subtle.
Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. There's no need to go to such ridiculous lengths.
I already murdered all the
Somewhere closer
things
to
there.
home will do. Let's go for the kitchen at Wan Min Restaurant.
Try something new at the Wan Min Restaurant.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Try something new at the Wan Min Restaurant.
Was it out back?
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm.
Okay,
Keep
seriously?
going until the
This is
juices
really
start to come
thick at
out.
this point, chat.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Try something new at the Wan Min Restaurant.
Trying the silk flowers to extract, yeah.
A toast to our success.
Water, wind, and fire, craft for me what I desire. What are we supposed to be crafting? Oh, these? The essence oils? Oh, I can craft these things too. Oh, that's good to know. Oh yeah, I guess they said they were craftable technically, huh? Noted. Noted for the future. Oh, this is like how you upgrade lower quality materials to higher quality materials. That makes sense, because eventually you just won't need the lowest ones, right? As your characters and stuff level up. Upscales ratio is always 3 to 1. That's not terrible.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there.
I like that
All
they
three
cutscene
perfumes
things like
are
that.
ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
I was thinking of you the whole time. No, I told you it's not
Anyway,
like that.
Shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay?
Sure, will do.
I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
That's actually the direct way up there, right? Yeah, looks like it.
Please, show me your prescription.
The city's very tall. Oh, as we climb up over the light. Oh, hey. There's a... Wait, was there a waypoint right here? Did I have this waypoint already? Oh, I must not have. Have any things? I do not. Come on, Zong.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli.
Zhongli?
Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
You said...
3 sets, and not one less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
I mean, Rex was several thousand years old, Paimon.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Qixing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Borrow.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Ain't the feeling we should mention him by name,
Why's
too.
it gotta be so secretive this time?
He owes her money. Yeah, based on our experience to his song, that seems likely.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
Sounds like propaganda to keep the help from talking shit.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Qixing made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like
in the
a
deep.
mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. I can't quite recall where it is exactly. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait
Knights
that
of
long.
Favonius Certified Lost Property Finder. We look for
That's right,
ourselves.
Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with chores if you have any too.
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
Time for a trip? I'm gonna be honest, Chad. I wasn't expecting the dungeon in the teapot.
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while.
It looks so great, Chad.
Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place? Scratch! Chip! Oh, hi! Oh.
You can't run! Judgment!
That was a very tanky slime. Up and away.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Granny is also an adeptus? Seems likely. Where we fell back to? Oh, just before, got it.
Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Trillium Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Granny doesn't seem like she's all there, Chip.
can't run.
That's true. They did say Rex was an old woman. All right, we're gonna chill here for a second and let Barb heal her up. Oh, or not.
For retribution.
Nice them all to walk right into D-Luke's thing for us there.
Punishment. Yeah.
For the kids.
Judgment. Yeah.
Oh, protect us. Scratch that. Huh, I'm here. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacrificial bow on Diona. I don't know what that means, maybe? I don't know, I looked through all my items and concluded that whatever I put on her looked like the best one for her kid.
Retribution.
Shiver. Yeah. Judgment.
For the kids.
Let's dance. How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh yeah. She has the reset item. It is definitely what she is.
Oh, protect us.
Hey, look, the bell.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet.
You sound surprised.
Now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
I like that she forgot how to let us out. That's cute.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
These two probably talk forever when they get together. Do we have a lot more prep work for this chat, or are we almost done? I kind of want to finish this quest out today, but I also don't want to. I also don't think I can be live for like another hour.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Are you also an Adeptus? Do you know Madam Ping? Let's go with that one.
How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Alright, chat. I think I'm going to hit a pause on this quest here for the day, and we'll pick back up on it next week. But before we do that, let's do some polls, huh? I have Moira from the things this morning, or whatever it's called. I have 911, and I have a poll. And I think I want this one, right? Chat was saying this one is an upgrade to Barbara. I have one of these as well. Let's do this one first. We're doing one of them. Upgrade is an understatement. Okay. Well, I like Barb, chap. My pity timer should be hitting soon. Is that our gal, chat? Yeah, I do my dailies in the morning when I'm waiting for the kids to get on the bus. There she is. Performs 3 consecutive attacks, take the form of swimming fish, dealing hydro damage, consumes a certain amount of stamina to deal AoE hydro damage after a certain time. Was that pity or luck? We were pretty close to pity, so it could have gone that way. Maybe we were a little bit before. Summons created from water that can heal our allies. Using this skill, apply wet status to her. Deals hydro damage surrounding opponents and heals active characters at fixed intervals. Okay, so it's like this is like exactly like Barbara's attack then, right? Okay, so now that I've got her, I still have some pulls left. They just announced a bunch of new characters, right? Do I want to pull for this lady, or should I save for one of the... Oh, hers is on the field instead of on the character. Okay. Do I want to pull from this, or do I want to wait for the next one? I could maybe wait until, like, one of my 4 stars shows up behind them, too. Although I have the water boy inside of these that we could pull to get constellations for. But I could also just, like, wait for Rosaria to come up, because I like her as a DPS. I'm gonna do one chat. Is this a wind character? 'Cause I don't have a lot of those. Use Animo. She's like a top 5 unit. Okay. Oh, is she one of the 3s? One of the 3 behind her? For anti-attack, she's a wind spirit. Yeah, every time I need Animo, I have to switch back to my starter character. Was this one at random, or was she one of the 3 in here? She's one of the 3 in there, then. Oh, so that was probably my when you pull 10, you get 1, right? All right, I'll have to poke at them and figure out what my... Okay, so chat at home then.
Don't we have a job to do?
Before we depart. These are my cartoon characters. Which 4 should I be playing? Who are my ideal friends? Swapping Barb out for our new 5 is probably right?
We'll need a strategy.
Dulik, Kokami, Sucrose, Rosaria. Okay, you think I should drop Diona? That's true. She does overlap one of my other ones. You'd play these 4?
We'll succeed.
I kind of want to keep playing Rosaria. I like her playstyle. And play these 2 as supports for these 2. If you're looking for a strictly optimal, it's probably Daluke, Bennett, XQ, and Sucrose. Okay. Yeah, XQ is what I need to level up at some point. I think I'm going to wait until my Battle Pass weeklies roll up to level up a bunch of new characters, because leveling up, you spend a bunch of Moira. I want to make sure I have the 500,000 to spend when the Battle Pass weeklies roll over. Did I do a domain challenge? Did the teapot count as a domain challenge? I must have, huh? Rosaria and Kokami come out together for free stuff. Okay. Yeah, I like Rosaria with Barbara for freezing people. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait until this one rolls over in a couple of days and just chill on my dailies every day. All right, chat, I'm gonna bounce out for today. I appreciate the tips and suggestions for people. Everybody hung out through the end. Remember, if you've missed any of my playthrough, all of the story stuff for Genshin that I'm playing is ending up in a playlist that you can find on the front page of my YouTube channel there. I'm doing the kind of tedious stuff or just the grindy stuff off stream in my spare time, mostly on my mobile, but we're making sure to do all the story quests on stream. So we'll resume with running errands for Mr. Zhongli in one of the afternoons next week, and I will catch some of you then. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a good weekend.